Hi, Annenberg Media family. I'm your executive editor, Ruby Yuan. I want to start with my deepest appreciation to you all for this fantastic semester. I'm so proud of the work we put out there across platforms. I'm also so happy to see everyone learning and growing in the Media Center, becoming better and better in communication and what they do. We all worked really hard this semester. Now it's time to celebrate. You may not know this, we have over 20 teams in the Media Center. You will soon hear some of the student leaders talk about some of excellent work from this semester. Let's check it out.
Hi guys, I'm Austin Pei, Annenberg Media's politics editor. We had some incredible coverage so far this semester. One of my favorite articles was about Governor Newsom passing SB 206 that allowed college athletes to be paid for their likenesses being used. We even got some comments from the university who initially opposed the bill. Newt Gingrich visited campus. He mostly talked about his conservative values, but he also said he was a big fan of In-N-Out. And at the Tribalism in American Politics Conference, an editor from conservative news site Breitbart and the co-director of USC's Center for Political Future clashed over media accuracy during a panel focused on the news media. Thanks, guys.
Hi, I'm Jess Doherty, and I'm editor of the Arts and Theater section. One of the pieces that I wanted to focus on was Falling Down the Voguing Hole by Stephen Vargas. It touches upon the history of voguing culture in LA and the ways it's been appropriated and what people are doing to reclaim it for the LGBTQ+ community. The second article is The Redefinition of Survival by Sofia Ungaro, which talks about the Fisher Museum exhibit that opened up this semester that has multimedia For our overall coverage, we have USC Students to Strike for the Environment by Chase Beach, Joshua Park, Devin Kleiner, and Olivia DeVoe, and it focuses on the planning behind the student-organized climate strike that happened at the beginning of the UN Climate Week. Second article is Survivors Gather at Borderline Bar and Grill a Year After Shooting by Chase Beach. It focuses on one specific survivor of the incident a year after the attack. This article is Inflated Prices Stain the Village Target by Taj Mayfield and Christian Colmenares, which showed that the USC Village Target is uppricing a lot of basic products and goods that college students buy all the time. Now over to another managing editor, Simran, for more coverage.
Hi, I'm Simran, Wednesday's managing editor, and one important story, and has always been important to us, is homelessness in LA. This year, one of our MJs, Leora Goldsmith, covered homelessness extensively and wrote a long story covering the presidential administration's reaction to LA's homelessness, what local groups are doing to fix the problem, and what homelessness is really like from the perspective of a homeless person. The next story, by Isabel Castillo, is about how the U.S. House of Representatives finally recognized Armenian genocide. This was extremely important, especially to the Armenian community in LA. She even got a quote from USC's Armenian law student president, Alina Edet. She said, "It's about recognizing the victims and how it's a dangerous time now with what's happening with the Kurds. We need to acknowledge that it happened in the past and we are not going to let it happen again." Now over to the entertainment desk.
Hey guys, I'm Jamia Pugh.
And I'm Maya Harrison.
And we are the Entertainment Desk editors. We covered so much news this semester, starting with, of course, concerts. One of our contributors, Kennedy Snyder, went to Camp Flognog. I hope I said that right. Yeah. And she talked about the controversial situation where Drake, the Drake, was booed off the stage. Like, what?
I would have booed him too.
What else do we cover, Maya?
We also covered some hard news. We had Jamia here and Tony Revelis go out and break the story about Nipsey Hussle's alleged murderer trying to get the charges dropped.
That was crazy. We were in the courthouse. It was wild.
Crazy.
Listen, we also talked about, of course, awards season. We talked about the Grammys and the Emmys. Our own other editor, Megan, she actually wrote an article about USC students who went to the show, and they were literally sitting among the stars. It was a good article.
And speaking of stars, movie stars, Jamia here also went and was able to see an advanced screening of the Charlie's Angels movie and wrote her first movie review.
It was a crazy situation, and even though that plummeted in the box office, I still thought it was a good movie. What else? Brandon Rowe, who we know and love, he wrote an article. He was all over the TV series area, right? He wrote about CW's DC comic The Flash in its 6th season. So that was a cool article to read and go through.
And then, you know, we did all these newsy, reviewy. We also then went into opinion, where I gave my thoughts about Beyonce always being snubbed. It's ridiculous.
I'm glad that was just an opinion, because I think differently. But anyway, let's toss it over
to the USC desk.
I'm Karen. One of the best stories we did this semester is about the closure of the study hall. We broke the story and it received a lot of attention on social media. And it was so great that we did another follow-up story about the student reactions about the closure of the restaurant. A big shout out to Henry, Will, Erica, and everyone else who helped on the story. Maybe you still remembered how you lined up in Trader Joe's for 10 minutes just to check out. Our reporter Eileen read an amazing piece and it's very insightful on the line system of the Trader Joe's. Another story we did this semester is about USC purchasing the United University Church, a church which used to provide free meals. Tossing over to our social media editors.
Hi, my name is Nesha and I was Tuesday's social media editor this semester. I'm thrilled with all the great work that we've done this semester. For example, our producers got to go to the very first cannabis cafe that recently opened in West Hollywood and get some footage of what was going on there, which was awesome. We also got to see the world's very first vegan fashion trade show, which happened at the California Market Center just this semester. In addition to that, we've also had some great moments profiling, for example, some up-and-coming USC artists, a USC fashion designer that just had her jeans worn by Gigi Hadid, and an up-and-coming restaurant owner who started out cooking meals by himself in his dorm.
Hey guys, I'm Rohit and I'm the video producer for The Rundown. And one of the things I love about The Rundown is that's the only digital show we have for Instagram, and it's an awesome way to give you bite-sized news stories on your Friday mornings. Here's our highlight reel.
Next Tuesday, the Supreme Court will hear 3 cases related to LGBTQ rights. The cases will challenge a section of the Civil Rights Act, a federal law that prohibits discrimination on the basis of race, color, religion, sex, and national origin. In an email sent to the USC community this past week, the Board of Trustees announced a variety of changes to its membership. In a statement, Chairman Rick Caruso added that the board hasn't seen changes in decades.
Disney has finally released Disney Plus. The highly anticipated streaming platform enters the streaming wars, armed with all of its fan-favorite classics, along with brand new films and TV shows like High School Musical, the series. Governor Gavin Newsom recently signed a law requiring California public colleges to provide the abortion pill to students through medical professionals at university health centers. I'm Hannah Khan, and that's your news for the week. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go watch Hocus Pocus. Thanks for watching, and happy Halloween.
This week, the National Weather Service issued a rare, extreme red flag warning in Southern California that ended Thursday, October 31st. The warning comes from high-driven winds that caused fires near the Getty Center, which forced people to evacuate. The country's first ever cannabis cafe opened this past Tuesday in West Hollywood. LA weed lovers lined up to enjoy everything Lowell Farms has to offer. Patrons can smoke joints, rent accessories, and enjoy edibles while dining. The menu offers burgers, vegan nachos, and tacos. Postmates, anyone?
Well, that's it for The Rundown this semester.
I can speak for all of us and say it's been an honor hosting The Rundown.
Good luck on finals, happy holidays, and we'll see you in 2020.
And one last time, I'm Cambry Guest.
I'm Cecil Hannibal.
And I'm Hannah Khan.
Thanks for watching. What's up, Trojans? Great. Voting in LA will soon look very different. The session voting solutions for all people. Voting solutions for all people. All right, this is gonna be it. This one right here. I'm feeling it.
Take your time.
This is it.
Yeah.
Money. All right. Okay, so
There she is.
I'm safety pinned. All right. Okay. So tender. That was so cute.
So tender. Increase of 2 degrees Celsius over the next decade could set off a chain of irreversible effects. Yes! Oh my gosh! Okay.
It did offer information about drug abuse, proper disposal of I'm twisting my tongue. Proper disposal can prevent misuse and abuse. This, oh my gosh. Guys, this is like, the Drug Take Back Day is a part of USC's effort to educate students on the oh my God, I was right there. Oh.
Take a break.
We got this. Come on. Last one. Wind conditions haven't been seen in Southern California since October 2007. Yeah, no, I'm done. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Oliver Scott. I'm the editor of the esports desk. This is the first year of the esports desk, and here's some of the fun stuff we did.
play like up to 2 or 3 hours a day. I think this actually restricted to 1.5.
Oh, I didn't
and
know
then
that.
this is just another level. Basically, this is level 2.
It's
and
just,
then basically
okay.
no playing after 10.
Like uploaded to the, and you can play other people's levels. But it has to be like possible, right?
Yeah, so you have to play it through, and then you can upload it. If you
But you have to play it through.
Your left shoulder.
Oh, we can stretch. If you're tuning in, stretch with us. It's always good to stretch.
Hey everyone, I'm Zazu. I'm one of the Tuesday radio producers. This semester at radio, we had coverage ranging from live breaking news to a story on the history of memes. Here's some of the highlights that I want to show you.
Hey, hi Henry. Thank you for being here on National Punctuation Day. What is your personal favorite punctuation mark?
I love the semicolon. I probably use it too much. And people go, why the semicolon? Well, I love it because it both joins and it separates. So you might have two very interrelated thoughts, like two short sentences. You put a semicolon in between, you're saying they're separate, but you're connecting them in a very subtle way too. I love it because it's kind of, there's a little mystery to it. It's not obvious to everyone how to use it. And I just find them rolling out on my keyboard when I'm writing. I'm so used to them.
Kids, parents, teachers, and politicians packed Vermont Avenue Elementary School's auditorium in South LA yesterday morning. They all waited patiently but excitedly as the clock ticked down closer to noon. And finally, at 11:57 Pacific Standard Time, contact. They began their first round of questions directed to astronaut Luca Parmitano. Nicholas Carrillo asked this.
Hi, I'm Nicholas, and my question is it dangerous to flip upside down after you're finished eating? Over.
Well, there is an upside down in orbit, but when you flip, everything is in the direction that you want it to be, so you're eating, you got an orientation, and when you're down, you go flip around, and nothing changes. Over.
This community showed its true colors during the Woolsey Fire through the strength and resilience of its people.
I was at the anniversary, not only as a reporter, but as a community member. I live right above Zuma Beach. And when I heard the Malibu Middle and High School choir singing True Colors, I got a little choked up. Coming back to all of the devastation over winter break, my neighborhood looked, can I say it, dead. Silence permeated everywhere. It struck me that in the span of just a couple of days, nature's fury had changed the lives of people in my community forever. But hearing them sing this weekend made me realize our community has come back even stronger. We're singing again, our conversations have turned from devastation to rebuilding, and we're rebuilding our homes, our community programs, and our lives together.
You know, Sophia, I don't know about it being an existential year. It's kind of been an existential decade.
I know. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. I just got an email the other day from actually the Annenberg Media Center that ended with like, let's end the decade strong, guys. And that sent me into an existential crisis.
I feel it. I really do.
Hi, I'm Luke Scorzel, one of the Thursday radio producers. From Saugus High School to the San Bernardino wildfires to the year anniversary of Borderline, we had a lot of emotional coverage. Check out some of our highlights.
It's National Situational Awareness Day, and I'm not being safe because I'm using electronics in public. Here at USC, people commute by all means. They go on foot, they go on skateboard, they go on bikes, some even go on Urbi or electric scooter, even though they're technically banned. But on Situational Awareness Day, today is all about being aware of your surroundings as you walk down the street. Let's see if USC students are aware of their surroundings. Hi there, are you aware of your surroundings?
No, not really.
Early this morning, a vegetation fire broke out in the San Bernardino National Forest. Albert Chen is in San Bernardino. He joins us now. Are evacuation orders still in place?
Yes, they are. Mandatory evacuations are still in place, but some folks decided not to leave their homes anyways. We spoke to a resident, Jermaine Barber, who was trying to stay in his house but was eventually forced to leave.
I see my neighbor's house on fire. So, I mean, the only thing I can do at that point was go.
Pan-Hellenic President McGrath believes it is not enough to just provide antidote drugs, that we need to have a larger conversation about the use of illicit drugs on campus.
It's really important that you're addressing and meeting with all sorts of different groups on campus, including the university, including DPS, including LAPD, to really figure out what the best solution is.
Conversation, antidotes, there's no easy solution, McGrath says.
I wish I could slap a Band-Aid on it and call it a done deal, but it's not.
As for tomorrow night's party at ZBT, the frat is unable to confirm that they will be able to have Narcan on hand.
Saugus High School student Francesca Figuera was just getting to school when she heard the gunshots.
I turned around and saw my sister, and I said that we had to leave, there was a shooter. So we started running away from the school, and I heard parents asking me what's going on, and I told them that there was a shooter, don't go to school, don't go to school.
Figuera hid at a friend's house with her sister until she learned it was safe to go home.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer. Okay, boomer.
You might have heard this phrase being thrown around recently, but chances are you were the one saying it. The trend went viral on the social media platform TikTok when Peter Cooley and Jed Will made a remix called Okay Boomer.
Old ladies suck. Okay, boomer. Okay, boomer. Okay, boomer. Okay, boomer.
If a boomer calls you a snowflake, job hopper, or lazy person who gets everything handed to you, all you have to say is, okay, boomer, and the conversation is over.
Hey everybody, it's Colin.
And JP.
We're two of the ATV NEPs.
Here's some of the best moments from ATVN this semester. Hope you enjoy.
We came down here to look at a different fire, and as we were preparing for that, this one right behind me just broke out.
Some of the houses up here, their multi-million-dollar homes have been completely devastated.
It's completely shut down as firefighters continue to put out the last remaining flames of this Getty fire.
I'm here at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library, where the Easy Fire has been scorching Simi Valley.
West LA Animal Shelter is taking in cats, dogs, and even rabbits.
Today, Americans got to hear for themselves from two witnesses in the impeachment inquiry.
2020 presidential candidates came to Los Angeles to show their support for union workers in the service industry.
Thank labor for that 5-day work week.
I'm the candidate who has by far the greatest history of fighting climate change over the last 10 years.
Our grateful nation needs to do all that we can to make sure that every need that our veteran has when they come home after serving is met.
I'm here in downtown LA where hundreds of people are waiting for 2020 presidential candidate Andrew Yang.
Lori Laughlin and her husband have pled not guilty to new charges of mail fraud, money laundering, and federal programs bribery.
Today, the Ventura County Sheriff's Department honored Sergeant Ron Heelis for his bravery last November.
And beside me is a memorial with 12 rocks to remember the 12 victims that lost their lives during this tragedy.
Just living my life. That's just what this last year's been. Not letting things stop me, fear stop me.
2 students have been killed and 4 injured at a shooting at a Santa Clarita High School.
Then I saw my sister running saying, go, 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 there's a shooter on campus, you need to leave. I can't process what's happened.
I sat down with one of the parents involved in the local moms and dads group to find out more about how parents can support the students.
And we were here for the kids to let them know that they have local parents around the corner that are here to help them.
I'm here at LAX at the airport's new parking lot for Ubers, Lyfts, and taxis.
Governor Gavin Newsom signed a bill today that would allow college athletes to sign agents and make money.
The NCAA has unanimously voted to allow college athletes to be compensated for the use of their name, image, and likeness.
Starts with a standard that represents USC. Everybody working together through an alignment of competitive spirit.
I'm here at the 2019 Team USA Awards at Universal Studios.
Conquest is heating up. This place is crazy.
Lowell Cafe is the only place you can get cannabis and coffee at your seat.
3, 2, 1. Merry Christmas.
Thanks for watching Annenberg TV News.
From everyone at Annenberg Media, I'm Robbie Aronson.
And I'm Kelly Miller. You can watch us on the web
at usannenbergmedia.com.
Good night.
And now over to Sam Arslanian with sports.
Oh, hey guys, didn't see you there. I'm the sports director here, Sam Arslanian, and here's some of the MVP moments from sports.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. We have a football-filled show for you all today.
Keaton Slovis is cleared to return this week and will start against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
I think there's talent there with Marquise and Stephen Carr, especially with Marquise coming in for one of the last touchdowns of the Notre Dame game.
What stands out differently about this team compared to teams in the past years?
I think that this team is really special for a number of reasons.
Play. What needs to happen, I think USC definitely capable of taking this game.
She has a very strong, powerful game. She had her ups and downs last year, but expect her to smooth out those lumps now that she's had a year to adjust to college tennis, so expect her to make a big jump.
It's officially been over 24 hours since the NCAA announced that its board of directors unanimously voted to allow student athletes to receive compensation for their name, image, and likeness.
I think the competitive imbalance is baloney. I think small market teams will adjust, and yeah, that's basically what I have to say.
I'm gonna have to completely disagree. I don't think this is a very good thing because, as Daniel kind of touched on, it will decrease parity in the league.
As a student athlete, how does this make you feel?
I think it's pretty cool as student athletes that, you know.
USC's true freshman Keaton Slovis going head-to-head with Oregon senior quarterback Justin Herbert.
How do you anticipate them matching up against USC's offense?
Well, you know, Oregon is going to present a challenge.
We've talked about football the entire show, but if you're not a big football fan, then I've got you covered.
Right here in this play from Keaton Slovis to Tyler Vaughns. You guys, third quarter, just steps it right there into the end zone.
USC football is hoping for a comeback after losing to Notre Dame last weekend.
This is quite literally a homecoming game for the Trojans, who haven't played at home for the past 4 weeks.
I need the hot takes right now,
All right,
okay?
Hot takes.
Will USC make the Pac-12 championship?
No.
Oh.
Sorry. You asked for hot takes, I'm going to give you my honest opinion.
Like a calendar that has like beat, like you have Stanford marked, like beat Stanford.
Yeah, no, we had Stanford circled.
Finally returned the victory bell 2 years later, but only under the condition that it serve as the permanent game trophy to the rivalry.
And has been a surprise this season with 24 touchdowns and 9 interceptions, filling in for an injured JT Daniels at the beginning of the year. Advantage USC.
I think true freshman Drake Jackson is one to watch out for. He has 4.5 sacks on the season.
What's been your proudest moment as a Trojan?
I mean, that's tough. There's been a lot of big moments, but I'd say winning the Pac-12 championship.
I have to ask you, if you see a Bruin walk by, what are you going to do? If Bruins would be so unfortunate as to cross our path, I would say apprehend him.
And Jillian, you know I'm the queen of hot takes, so I'm going to go with Matt Fink. I think he's there, he's ready for us if anything happens to Keaton.
Helton's been in charge. There hasn't really been a true DNA, a true statement or style of football that USC's been known for, and I think it starts there.
USC is going to keep making the same mistake it keeps making and keep Clay Helton on.
I'm sure you're aware of some of the strong reaction to this decision, especially on social media. Some fans have said that they're canceling their season tickets or canceling booster donations. So how do you win those fans back on your side?
When I was choosing between Texas and USC, my mom made me make this little pros and cons list, and on my cons at USC was, am I able to make history?
I gave them a C just because I feel like they have the potential to have a 10-2 season, to win the Rose Bowl. They were in a position to win the South.
I think with all the injuries they had and a new quarterback coming in, I think they did pretty well, and it's a big improvement from last year, and at least they made it to a bowl game.